Welcome, Underpeelers, to your. I don't even remember what week this is. Three? Four? But
It's somewhere around there.
welcome to our game show tonight. Week four, as I'm being told. And we have hopefully an exciting matchup tonight between SLR and WYA. I've played against
Yeah,
SLR. Don't know much about WYA, so I have great hopes for tonight's DO3.
I think it's going to be a fun set of games. SLR has been known to be a very strong team in their regards. And WYA, although I haven't seen them play as much, I've heard some good things from other players.
Okay. The I think one game we played against SLR, they adapted very well to what we were doing. So I'm expecting to see great adaptations, running defaults, figuring things out. Hey, you got util here. Here's our new game plan. We're going to come in, we're going to break it, go the other side of the map because we just pulled your rotates. I'm very excited to see that.
Yeah, I think the most successful teams in these sorts of matchups are usually the teams that can adapt the fastest. And sometimes you see teams that will just blast through any kind of defense and teams won't change anything. They'll continue to do the same thing despite the fact that, let's just say it's on a scent and they're getting their A destroyed and they put one extra player on, but they still can't hold the site because they're not changing anything fundamental about their holds. So if WYA can do that, because SLR is a very aggressive team, I think this can be a very interesting matchup for sure.
And I'm interested because of recent things we've seen in the greater wide world today. Will we see a Waylay tonight?
Yeah, I know G2 recently played them with pretty good success, actually. So if we see a Waylay, I am excited to see what they've cooked because I haven't seen much pro play. There's not much stuff to copy with Waylay. That's for sure.
Yeah, not a lot to copy, and so it's all going to be kind of seat of the pants. Honestly, if you're going to run Waylay, it's going to be a lot of what can we make work. I don't know how much scrim time teams put in because I know it's kind of different across the board for different teams between timings and people making it. But if there's any sort of Waylay prep, I think you can really come out and surprise a team.
Yeah, there hasn't been much time with Waylay, but I have seen some really cool plays in other tier 3 games and also lower than tier 3s. Especially in maps like Split and Pearl, you have some insanely aggressive plays on defense, especially. I think that that's really Waylay's biggest strength is the aggression on defense is even more than that of like Chamber, more than that of Jet.
Yeah, I do have some interesting information that just appeared. Granted, it's for everyone to look at, but I haven't looked at it in a while. SLR is our number one seed right now at 12 points, going against WYA at 13 with 4. They do have a series win, WYA does. And it's not like they played bad, only a -1 round diff, so games were close, is what I'm seeing from that stat. However, SLR has a 38 round diff. They have been cruising through teams. So I'm actually really curious to see if WIA can get rounds and keep those rounds rolling towards them.
Yeah, they need to hope so because the momentum is what it's about. Because once SLR can pick it up, they do not stop. They will obliterate you if you let them.
And then I don't remember I didn't get a chance to watch the recent Masters one. How'd that end up going for the teams that played in that?
It went very well, actually. I think that SLR being as good as they are, it was very surprising when they didn't go all the way in Masters. Um, WYA did decently well, but compared to SLR, not even as good. Still, saying that, SLR should be doing better now, I think, because they had kind of a bad showing in Masters
I
compared to
did,
what was expected.
I did catch just a hair of apparently Granada went on a run, which doesn't surprise me from that team. But I'm interested to see what this week of possible prep time for SLR can do. If they actually did fairly well in Masters 1, that gives them time to go back. What did we do wrong? What can we fix? Where are our holes that we need to patch, right? And then same for YWA, like, hey, we didn't make it as far as we wanted to. We really need to start putting in some work to fix our own shortcomings. So this should be like a fresh start, honestly, for both teams after a big tournament. Got a week to prep, and now it's game time. So I'm just wondering, or not wondering, I'm hoping to see massive improvements from both teams.
I'm hoping to see something very new come out. We've already mentioned the Waylay, but Teo's also been a pretty popular pick in a lot of these matches just because of his ability for team combos, like combos with Breach and with Fade. And with the new deadlock changes, I think that's going to be a really big deal.
Oh yeah, the excuse me. I now have a grab net 3 to 4 times around, or 2 to 3 times around. What are you gonna do?
I
uh,
mean, on Ascent, on Pearl, it's devastating.
I, I disagree on the Pearl thing because I think Vice is just such a better pick for that Sentinel role on Pearl. But that's me. Map bans have come to us. Pearl and Lotus are
Pull those
out.
out.
WYA, English, picked Fracture, which I'm not a fan of the map, but you can get some very. I don't know if I agree with that because very aggressive teams can take space early and just steamroll their attack sides and their defense sides because if you're not taking control of those entry zones, your mains, that can be brutal if you can't control those on attack or defense.
Yeah, that's what the whole map is about, and I think it brings some of the most fun interactions throughout, right? You have these massive B main fights that with especially with these new Teo picks, it gets so chaotic with breach stuns flying out, breach flashes, Teo mollies, and a lot of teams, multiple teams have picked Neon now on Fracture before, and it's been insane, some of these fights. The only
Mm-hmm.
thing is, though, is that these teams need to remember that they need to get aggressive. So some of these passive teams need to they need to pick it up. And so I think with WYA having that as their first pick, we should see some good aggressive plays coming out by them.
Yeah, and then second map will be going to SLR's pick of Split. Honestly, another map where you need to take space because if you're not pressuring mid, you're not pressuring a ramp. Defense just gets to sit on sites. So another map where you have to be aggressive into at least one portion of the map, take some control, take it away from the defense, and then you can start, rotating around as your attack side. So I'm hoping to see something similar. Again, Teo's good on this split map. He's good on Fracture. We'll probably see Teo on both. Interested to see the rest of it because I could see Waylay working, but I think the tried and true is just go raise, satchel up with some sort of flash or stun, and just take space.
Yeah, honestly. And that's really the heart of Split, right? It's take ramp or take mid, or even in some cases
Just
take
just
B
just
main.
send it P.
Yeah. Well, it gets very hard, especially when you have a Raze be heaven nading you off, Sage be heaven slowing you off. That B main is so hard to hit
Yeah,
without
just
the
run out the
exact
choke
util you need.
SMH. Just run out. But
Yeah, of course, of course. Walk through the Raze
yeah,
nade,
yeah, yeah.
the Vise thorns.
No, think of it this way: you swing into the nade and you get two. You did your job.
That's true. But then if you die and your teammate dies, it's still a 3v3.
Hey, Dad. Fair enough. And then our last decider for tonight, if we get to see it, which I'm crossing fingers, yes and no, but I always want map 3, but at the same time, oh no, it's map 3. Decider is
Yeah.
Ascent, which gives me hopes for seeing a possible Waylay comp because it's been shown to work today before. So, yes, my child is in the background. I do need to talk to him shortly.
Well, I'll talk about Ascent real quick while you do that. The new changes are new change is one of the most welcome changes I think. I play Odin all the time, and even despite that, the B main spam was extremely annoying, both for defense and attack, because you always needed that Odin just to be able to count Odin, right? It was just an annoying matchup when you have just random spams coming in sometimes. It's overall not very fun. And
I'm sad you can't run the Odin. Like, well, you can, but it you can't do the A main stuff. It's
you can actually. I saw a lineup where you get a Sova dart and you dart through, and you're sitting stairs, where
yeah.
you can still
So
spam through part of that wall.
it was a very situational spam. I've seen it before. You could do it without the dart actually. So KJ puts the turret towards main. Off KJ turret contact, you spam across that line, and because they're going to be in the line of your spray, hey, look, kills. It's a little harder now since you don't have as much space to like go back and forth, so you can't track them all the way to the right anymore. But I think it's very situational now because if you do that constantly, a quick dash up on you or some sort of util combo towards you, and you're just stuck out in the open.
Yeah, you do say that, but it is still a headshot angle. It is still
Yes,
a decent. It is still a decent spot to sit, even if it's a little harder.
but hey, flashbangs exist.
It's much harder. It's much harder to dodge a flash when you're ADS in.
I was going to ask, but I hadn't gotten to it. Hey, question for you:
Yeah,
SLR or WYA? Who do you think?
the second one.
The second one. So that would be
WYA?
WYA from Craig Jr.
The underdog pick. Interesting.
You're assuming he's paying any sort of attention.
Pshaw.
Semantics.
Either way, this the new updates also are a big buff to KJ, who now can safely put her ultimate ability there to cover the back of Boathouse. Being able to cover that with ult makes it significantly harder to hold on site when you have a KJ ult, and it's impossible to spam without some kind of KO nade to
Yeah,
break
you,
it.
you would have to combo some util to break it now.
Yeah, and even now KO nade doesn't fully break KJ ult, so you need Raise and KO or Teo
Raise
and KO.
KO, Sova KO, some
So
sort of util. I mean, unless you run the tail.
yeah, but Teo on Ascent has never been super dominant, and after the nerfs, it's pushed him a bit out of the meta.
You say that, but I still can see Breach Teo working. Clean, crisp stun lines. You have death boxes in all the mains. You get one good stun and a couple rockets. That shuts down an entire push right there.
True. Well, it looks like we're about to go into Agent Select.
Ooh.
Wow.
Actually, I don't know why I'm saying ooh. Like, Teo on both sides. There's a breach on the side of. Wait, which side is which? I don't know the people. Okay,
Rangers.
I see it now. I see it now. Okay, the one I want to talk about on WYA is the Omen. The rest of it's fairly straightforward. Using the chamber to get set up on lines, and then you hold that main. The tail breach, taking space with the raise. The Omen's an odd pick for me personally because you lose that third smoke to come out on your executes. Yeah, your smokes are rechargeable, but like that's the blind doesn't do much for me on this map. And then the tellies are kind of, I guess you can play in some off angles on sites, but for the most part, it seems like an odd pick over your Brim, which your stim to speed up hits, your molly for post plants or just to delay out mains, and then his ult's just such a big sight clearing tool.
Yeah, pretty standard comps. I agree with that. But the Omen, once again, coming back to the Omen, the only real advantage you get is if you're starting defense. And to be fair, WYA is starting defense on this map. So when you have these rechargeable smokes, you can smoke at the very beginning of the round, A main or even B main, and you're able to start fighting that with your team while having your recharge. Besides that, though, there's really not much. Omen flashes aren't super useful on the map other than an A main, but you have
Especially if you're
reach
getting
for that
split
anyways.
on, which Fracture's kind of known for splitting sites. You flash one side, but then now you have to fight the other side. So like, don't worry about the loaf of bread. It's my loaf of bread. Leave him alone.
Ohio!
Moving on to SLR real quick though. The KO over the breach pick. I've seen good KO lineups, but the combo's gone. Like you don't have combo with the breach anymore for Teo. Like there's nothing to lock people into place for big value from your Teo missiles. You don't have a stun, you don't have a grab, you have nothing to lock anyone down. So are you planning to just use your Teo missiles to like stop floods? Is my thought there. You're flashing out off a drone, knife for info, which is good, but you completely lose the ability to lock people down for your Teo to really capitalize util off of.
So here's my thought process of what I think that they are doing. Teo has kind of replaced Breach in some of the early stun locations. Instead, you're using early Teo mollies. So you don't need him as much, I guess, is their thought process. Besides that, let's get into the map.
Oh, we have flybys of the actual maps now. When... oh, okay. Fair enough. Voices. Well, we need to get those. However, is it me?
We're starting the game? What?
I'm staring at. Uh, we now have a great view of. Okay, we're back. I was gonna say that is an amazing pillar on site, but
Yeah.
I think biggest thing I want to see though is like we talked earlier, adaptations, especially on Fracture, being able to change up what you're doing because you have 4 lanes to work with. You can swap around your sentinels. You can swap around your setups for which main you're going at. Both teams need to realize what their opponents are doing and make changes appropriately. Otherwise, this could very easily turn into a steamroll for either side. Like not just towards SLR, who are our #1 seed, but it could very easily just turn into a roll for either side if one team fails to adapt. And here we are on pistol. I need to do that. Okay, looks like some early pressure towards A main from the defense, and then we're going into a B split from SLR. And it looks like
Basic setup here. Looks
yeah,
like
very.
Scott's gonna make first contact with the chamber. Getting 50 damage on Raze. Not quite able to kill. Then has bought shields and now coming into B for free basically. SLR getting the site, getting the bomb down. Oh, it looks like it's gonna be a flood coming out. WYA. WYA getting into the site fast. Already getting one trade off. Muck killing Mozzie. Now Grash killing Sinan. It's a 2v4, both stuck in heaven. WYA already using the bomb. God gets one. Muck 1v3, but can't quite get it.
Get off my back.
Very great round there. Great flood by WYA.
Honestly, kind of what I was expecting early on. Real fast hits, couple splits. It looked like they just lost some of the communication between each other with that flood coming in. Like weren't quite ready for how fast you can come back in with your breach and tail util to really just throw a wrench in the attacker's plan. And now there's just an amalgamation of SLR stacked in that B main choke. And only thing there to stop them so far is a trip. Omen's kind of watching it, but it's going to stack with Chamber towards that top side of the map. So it looks like we're going to just go fast here. Already out, and we're going to plant the bomb and go into a retake.
Like 5 retakes. Hey, not able to hold it down now. SLR. I don't think Scott was able to half it.
No, not quite. And now the spams are going to come in.
Coming out.
Oh, no.
3v2 in SLR's favor, and they don't have any guns. Bomb's ticking down, and WYA have to do something. Badger and Gozer. Now,
Gozer!
Oh, wow.
And there's that. Oh, that's a smoke. There's that gun advantage coming in. There's right at the end, which honestly, with the util from SLR, I thought for a moment they had a chance. But then the Spectre from Gozer just comes out and mows down 3, and now we're on to the bonus round from WYA.
They lost a lot of guns.
I'm surprised they're so hack oriented so far. Everything, well, it's only 2 rounds, but it's been very fast paced. Like you still have that small pack down towards A main. They might just get a free timing here. Shuts down that orb pick, and it's just gonna be a clean run onto this site.
Wow, and look at that already. 3 people in WA have fallen. He's out. Wow. We won't talk about that by Scott, but those are in a 1v4 here. Just looking to get some kills, it looks like, because what are you supposed to do in this scenario?
Honestly, you just save. I don't even think you go for kills, because between rockets, one's already pushed up. Well, really good shot, but I still think you just saved the rifle over. This was bought by your team. Unless you're... No. Maybe if he hits those last couple shots, maybe if Gozer gets those, I would be a little more on board, but I think you just saved the rifle there, because one of your players bought that. Now somebody's going to be on probably like a half buy with some sort of SMG. Could even be Scott just going with Headhunter. Can't quite tell for sure. Again, setting up for another split.
Shaq, can you let me drone first? I'm going to drone down his line, okay?
You can pick this one up.
Run up to this corner.
I'm gonna drone, yeah.
Drone going now.
You gotta scale.
Run not towards site.
80. I'm gonna tag DD.
Dice.
He ran back.
Hold up, okay, I'm not holding.
Do I get breach? Yes.
One canteen right
That's
now.
crazy. I got stunned, so I can get away.
Open his half
Breach?
HP.
One on the
One is
flank,
flanking.
raised.
I'm blind right now.
2 bullets.
Both.
Hey, do you want me to hang back and spawn to wait for Ray's flank?
No.
Nah.
I actually don't hate it.
Did your trip die, or do you think did he take the rope?
No, they told me to pick it up.
No, the other one. You threw one.
No, it
himself.
never broke.
He can jump that one.
Very interesting clear comms there, and as you can see, WYA just focusing on those floods was good. Coming into this round, though, looking like SLR's finally changing it up a little bit, trying to go A main fast this one instead of slow.
Rockets. And there's a stun. I think they need to start slowing these rounds down. These fast sight hits have just been getting like run over on these flood retakes with the breach and the tail util. They are trying
And
to
they
go in a
do
little
have
bit
CNN lurked up.
Yeah, it's a good lurk. They are kind of aware on site with the tail watching towards drop. This could actually be a good slow round because it looks like Grash is starting to give some space here, and they could easily run over the defender on site all alone. Pull the push him out.
There's a side hit coming out, stand split. But no, these tail mollies are holding it down. Wow, that he got obliterated. And finally, you have Orangers in main getting spotted by a tail, but still able to kill Crash here. He's getting spammed by utility.
30 seconds left.
Oh, the Avengers are now on your screen and that is around. I like the slow, but I feel like they missed the pop like they needed. They just kind of walked into sand. There wasn't really a whole lot of util for that sands push to actually work out, and Crash gets free entry, like not even entry, but first round, first blood onto somebody just dry swinging out the door.
And you saw how Scott lurked up B main there and was just able to hold all of the space.
Looks like a timeout's coming in. Or not? Next round? Saw it flash on the screen. I'm not sure what that was. Looks like we're going into another fast hit.
Look at that. Lin ults out, but no one to find. But still, he finds one through the smoke. And now WYA's. Oh, but Lin, it's too aggressive. Puts it back into a 44. And now WYA on the retake. Oh, but Grash getting one from a flank, and once again WYA swings out. Tail ult into heaven. And look at that. Clean up. That was so free. I mean, once again, these B retakes by WYA so strong.
Yeah, that util from the breach tail, just really slicing up where the defenders can play. You have to worry about stuns, aftershocks, and then the tail missiles. Even the Armageddon coming out and just completely deleting that ability to play in the tower.
No, it's an absolute shred, especially with the tail coming out. Could not have been worse for them, and like SLR once again are taking B main space. Going to look up and fight Scott with the op, but he whiffs, and it's going to be an A main rotate.
Yeah, I think what they need to do here, honestly, ignore Sands for now. Just pop the site, and then retake into Sands late. They have the util for it with like the KO flashes, the knife. I think they need to get out site first, pull some attention, and then repop into Sands as people are trying to retake back towards the site. Looks like another
but too early.
One towards Sand. It's spammed down though. Good trade. And hopefully settling in for a retake that SLR hopefully feel a little more comfortable with having a little more space.
Here comes the retake. WYA coming out. Able to once again through Armageddon. But no,
It's
WYA
just green.
annihilating. Ow. And then a Mux just one, but shot down. Wow. Retake.
It looked good. It really looked good to SLR. I don't know about you, but like, other than the overpeak from Lin into Sand, I think that was a bit early. But two main, you had two site. Oh, we are timeout now for SLR.
Split Sands and main, or drop in main,
Right.
but you don't want to just go 5 main.
I think that round, like, a big problem is we're not getting aggressive. Like, we're better than them. Like, we've got everything smoked. After our site is clear, we should, like,
Can we
take
make
CT,
sure we're
like, fight
make sure
them.
we're making more
Don't let
calls
them
to
be
fight
ready
something.
to-
I I don't think
Good.
I've been set up for a fight once. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
No. That time, I was stuck here. We were all sitting main. There were these guys flooding out ropes, and there's like 2 floating out CT. You gotta have the opportunity to get the guys sand. So as long as we fight something, we're fine.
Yeah, like okay, Orangers, Chad, you guys just like fucking run at them. Like
Yeah,
once we get
sounds
into
good to me.
sight, keep pushing, go together, like use the
Yeah.
KO flashes, whatever you need to, just like you guys death ball around.
We want to like go A. Me and Chad can come up drop. I'll put like a KO molly in this smoke, and then we just pop flash through it, kill them all in CT.
There we go, finally.
I
SLR's got a plan.
was
Going in
muted.
for it.
I was just about to say the same thing. It looks like they're making those adjustments they need to make. I still feel like they could spread the map a little more, rather than just getting their pushes shut down by these salvos and stuns. But
Hey, you saw that setup where Grash was just able to get a free orb because SLR wasn't fast enough to take any main, though. Now that they have 2 people sand, they can get this pick. Could be huge.
they do have a little bit of a high, not really a high-low, but Badger doesn't even need it. But I was gonna say they do have that second player tower actually ready to fight off the breach, and I feel like they're just taking dry peaks for some sort of info early. They need to bait some util and then refight with their KO flashes. But I haven't really seen a good solid KO setup. Now we're going right into an execute that's like...
There's the site for free once again. Oh, but Grash dies from a bad satchel. Wow, and now the WYA is getting plant down. Now that SLR is getting plant down.
Look at the change they're fighting up.
Pushing. Oh, yeah. Oh, but Gozer with 2! Oh, no! Austin and his flash and stun. Dead. Now, finally, in a 1v3 with a Bulldog. He's taking down in a good spot, but...
Oh, the spam's no good. I don't know about you, but I like that. I like the change. Let's get aggressive into CT, fight in front of the util. Look, those are just shut down both players.
I mean,
Only got
don't
the
you
one
think?
kill.
Don't you think that round would have gone a lot differently if Gozer wouldn't have been the GOAT that round?
For sure. Like, if the trades went the way of SLR into that CT fight, now you have a player in CT you have to re-clear before you can go sight. And it's just a thorn, but clearing out both those players instantly, only losing one, and Gozer being able to... Yeah, the Omen Flash is actually making more impact than I thought. But again, these packed up, just, we're only going one side. There's no lurks on the other side of the map really getting any sort of value. Walking into an op.
Yeah. And look at that. Just being with an op, and then look, he's going back to play retake like every other round. Just want to retake, and even if only leaving Gozer on sight. Oh, wow, never mind. Scout swings out and dies. Okay.
Ballsy.
Here comes the sight hit by SLR, but Gozer's just gonna try to hold down this tower.
Big kill.
Build for it.
Should be able to let the rest of the way to sight cross canteen here. A little dangerous, but plant should be coming down. Finally, a solid retake set with the 4v2 for SLR.
Yeah, and although Sinan is getting stunned, it doesn't matter because Amok is able to swing off. Lin is able to fight too, and there we go. It's a cleanup, and finally, SLR could possibly get some momentum here. Finally gotten a round where they haven't had to play a retake that's a 4v4 and just get demolished by Breach, Teo, Omen.
I'm still not happy. Like, I think you need to be working the map more, because notice what WYA had for that, not even retake, like, when the hit was happening, they didn't have to throw util towards A main, so you had a stun and Teo rockets just to stop that hit. That could have been very much in the way of YWA early on.
YWA is pushing up sand, and
Orangers
shuts them down. Wow, nice shots. Now SLR is once again up 4v3.
I think this round isn't so much SLR did anything great. I think YWA got a little aggressive there. Flashing out your own molly is wild.
Orangers over-aggressing and dying for it. 3v3 and now gonna be a rolling thunder coming onto site. Hitting Xenon and he's Omen flashed as well. Paranoid. Anyways, Xenon able to get one. Getting out of the smoke and cleaning up. It's SLR.
They did it. I got worried when Orangers got basically overheated into CT there. Like, I kind of understand. I don't know if you get it, but you want to take that space a little bit, but I feel like you're just throwing your life away there. You could have tucked drop, we went back up drop, and just been a hassle with those flashes in Molly.
Coming into this round, we see once again another similar setup with the split again by SLR, but this time no aggression by WYA. Waiting for any kind of spotting.
That's a lot of
SLR.
util.
That is. Look at how much has been baited out, and Lin has ults now. Like it's gonna be a pretty good A hit by them once find their way into A main.
I do think if they're going to go, though, they need to go before rechargeables come back. They have about 10 seconds before stun and rockets are back, and then this whole hit is shut down.
One, here it comes. Lin ulting out. The sand. Able to find the lurker on site.
I know it.
Now it's a 5v4 retake.
Beautiful knife. They have him trapped there.
Bait setup for Lin setup tower. Taking out CT, Orangers able to find Scott. Trying to retake space. Swinging out of tower, also dying.
Last player standing.
Ozzy left. Ow. Orangers with a 4K in the round off.
Last round before the switch.
That was the first round I felt they actively put their adjustments fully into effect. They baited util out, then re-cleared, and then they had the timing to go out before rechargeables came back. Granted, KO basically makes those negligible anyway, but
That works.
they were going, like, they had the timing internally for hitting between that util gap. So,
Let's
it
hope
looks a little
B main
better.
fight doesn't go too bad for them. KO Molly and crashes a big one.
Oh,
Wow.
Spike down.
Wholesale slaughter.
And they have the spike out in the open. Looks like KO's aware of the walk under hitting that. That was a 5v2.
Player standing.
5v1, sorry, my bad.
Yeah. Wow. That WYA. Absolutely.
Just when I said I like the
Switching
adjustments SLR were making, WYA goes, yeah, we're just gonna fight for B main and win.
When they did, they've been extremely aggressive, and so considering that aggression, because you know a lot of times aggression on the wrong plays can do you bad on fractures. So I think this could be some kind of turnaround for SLR.
Yeah, like if they go into the wrong setup, if SLR has some trap plays or any sort of like bait setups, the aggression could get very easily countered. But honestly, with
must
some of the
shore up our
util sets I've
defenses.
seen and like how they've played their own game, I'm not very impressed. Looks like we're going for a standard 4-1 into B, 4 through arcade. Taking this early space here in front of his molly.
Oh, nice!
He's gonna get the second. That's an open sight.
Absolutely free space, and now just a 3v4 retake for SLR. They are flooding possibly. Shut down.
Crash taking great space here.
Oh, but Cena gets one on the
Two.
flank and tower. Muck gets one as well.
Last player standing.
Hanging out. Now it's a 1v2. And look at that. 3v4 retake turned into a 2v0. SLR, it's wonderful.
Very well done. Honestly, I think Amok wins that retake. Being able to not, or get the trade onto Gresh. Gresh was low, playing Gen, but that is a power position. Getting yours there, especially if you get that second one, that just wins your round if they can't flood out a generator, and not able to really shut down that generator. Amok just comes out, gets multiple, and shuts that hole down. I saw it, though. Teo walking out early really got, like, disrupted timings, getting into tower fast. And looks like a 4-1 again. Thinking, yeah, it worked before.
Why not again? Last time Origin was on site. Be ready for this coming out. Maybe not. No, but he still gets one and get out. Oh, but Mozzie trades him out. Now it's 44. What the scam with Scott? What just happened? SLR, despite having the gun advantage, doesn't matter.
I feel like WYA went, we lost that because we took a couple, like, disadvantageous fights, right? It was a fluke. We could do this with lesser guns, and just proved themselves right by going, we're doing it again, we're winning this around with pistols and a Bucky. And hey, pistols and a Bucky kind of go hard.
Now Scott got an insane one tap through the smoke, and then Zolo just swung out of Canteen without really much to do. And retake setup is really awesome with the Teo mollies coming out. Not so much to do but save up. Yeah, I guess. Oh, but he's
I'm not even saving it. Doesn't quite get away from the spike. Doing a little bit of damage to Mozzie there, but not quite enough. That is brutal, losing your anti-eco.
Absolutely, but this third round is just as important considering.
Yeah. But like, momentum-wise, I think it's going WYA's way here. And it looks like they might have a read.
With the 5-9.
If they do what I think they're about to do, which is just slam A fast, there's nobody here. Free real estate. Go in, take it, get the bomb down.
SLR is going to be flooding everybody through sand or dish.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to try to retake through that dish space, which isn't bad. Especially if Raze has some sort of, at least one satchel. You can get out fairly easy, you can pop your flash out of that smoke. This could be a very good retake, especially with lesser weapons. Close range, fast to sight. This could be devastating back into WYA, but there's 3 main. If these players on site can hold their ground and at least trade themselves, there's no way SLR is getting back into this round.
But can they, with Lin getting 1? Those are getting traded out as well. It's a 3v4. Now it's a 3v2 coming in. 2 players left in main from WYA. From Rim Valley, but they missed. Bomb diffuser gets spammed out by Scott.
Last player standing.
Half though.
The bomb is half. The smoke dissipates. That's the round by WYA.
If I'm not mistaken, this time we are going to clear comms for WYA here.
Cryik. Some schizophrenic.
I'm sending the same way.
Yeah. You can ins.
Same way, lay.
Sorry?
I think
Say
Scott's
Waylay?
gone crazy.
Same way, like. Sending the same.
We'll walk up on drone. Here's Can we smoke drop instead?
Yep.
On site clear.
Smoking drop.
Flashing.
One flank.
I'll hold
Main.
flank, I'll hold flank.
I mean, CT.
They have Brimble here.
One drop.
They use Brimble.
Kale flank.
Drop.
One drop.
Drop.
Flank left.
Okay.
Drop KO.
I have 1 flash.
Or Brim, sorry. Brim.
Yeah, door.
What the fuck?
Yeah, he just crossed.
I can stun door for you. I have contact.
Bomb.
No, he's back main.
Main, he's like.
player standing.
No, 80.
My bad.
You guys can just tuck back sight here, like just play in the smoke.
They had a smoke on it, right?
That's what I'm saying, like you can just play under. Like the main player won't be able to see you from there. Like he can't see you.
We're ready.
I don't know, just over here standing in the one way.
Wow. Orangers in a muck, the heroes of SLR. It was looking hopeless, and losing that round would have destroyed their eco.
Like, their comms are good. I enjoyed a lot of the call-outs, very crisp, concise, clear. But there was one moment. Breach called had a flash, and no one called for it. They could have fought back into A main, figured out that flank. Could have been done for. But it looks like they're just sticking to tried and true. We're going fast. And there's going to be a lone solo on the site here. Has to go big.
You want to play? Let's play.
Oh, but he's going to get droned out. Now, here comes the results, and boom! Xenon, though, already on site. Someone else is coming out the trade, and there we go! Everyone falling! Scott's alone now. 4v10. Getting flashed.
It's like there was a
wide
disconnect. Raze rocketed out solo, and no one followed it up.
Exactly. That KO knife that came out to hit Scott as well, removing his weapon. Those are just 2 ults wasted. We both have Tour de Force and Showstopper gone.
Yeah, and I think this is where you make your adjustment, right? You can't just run through mains. Hasn't worked the last couple rounds, whether because of failure to communicate within the post plan or just getting shut down. And looks like they're not even going to try to make an adjustment other than, hey, let's go to the other side. Yeah, that might work. Rockets coming out.
They broke the Cypher trip with the tail mollies. Solo on site and Orangers.
Spike down, B.
Already got 3. 4 and are absolutely dominant on these sites. Wizard does have bomb. They have the opportunity to leave.
Yeah, why leave when we can sit and hope they rotate away?
Locating target.
Which got to clear under here with this drone and actually catch the 2 players that are going under.
Actually, I don't think it did catch them.
It should have.
No, it didn't catch them.
I guess not.
I think they're unaware, and now Zolo still has a cam though that spots arcade, so it's not really gonna matter.
Was it
Looks
time
like
for around the world?
Yep,
We're gonna
around
go
the
collect
world,
some
farm
orbs,
orbs.
and that'll be the rest of this round. Unless they find a pick. There are 2 players kind of split up, but there's not really much to like separate them into ones. Because very easily they could smoke drop, get into a better spot to fight the 2 players. Grim is going to hear both these players. There comes the rockets to slow him down. Reach with that flash. Time to jump out of the smoke. Here we go.
We have 3 people here. Gonna be able to get one.
He gets one. Yeah, I really think that WYA needs to start making their adjustments now. Because they lost that one round and it feels like it's taken a toll on them and they just want to hit sites. Where this is a map where you can really pull people around. Get a lurk up. Chamber's good for stuff like that because he could take a solo fight somewhere, get away, tally out, be safe. But they're really committed to these 4-1, 5-0 site hits. Which could work out really well here.
Exactly. I mean, you only have one person, a muck, sitting here, and here's the main aim, but
and
Solar's got some fast flanks.
Oh yeah. They need to fight for space. Either get the flank called and we all fight for flank, or we need to fight up into CT.
And it looks like that's what they're doing. Badger able to get one, and the Annihilation coming out and calling out Orangers for a while he's able to fight up. Oh, but still dies to Orangers. Now what happens is SLR is going to be flooding out multiple sides. Even though it's a 4v4.
This could go big.
One trade coming out, and Scott with the lurk. Also getting traded now, 1v2. And it's looking like Zolo's not going to be able to have it, saving his gun, leaving for the B site.
They did what they failed to do a few rounds ago. I don't remember the exact number. Ooh, that's rough. But they identified where they needed to fight, and they fought for it, and they were able to clear out that flank, which is what caused them such problems just a few rounds ago. Not letting Orangers just exist in your backlines. And hey, look at that. We are now 11-8. They're on the cusp. They're almost to that 12 rounds, which really puts the pressure onto SLR.
This is a nice shot.
Because I'm feeling
This round's
comfy still.
starting. I agree. As this round's starting, WYA finally is going for some kind of default setup. I mean, they've been pushing and pushing and pushing, and now when they have no guns, it's gonna set up. SLR's fighting back, and looks like somehow WYA's gotten the free site. He's gonna get a plant down for free, but 5v5 retakes.
Do have at least one big ult for the retake. Here's the breach ult. Thermal's gonna delay a little bit. This flank is going to be massive though if no one reads it. Hey, looks back.
Oh! And Mozzie both getting one, but then Aiden and Lin with their own. Rolling Thunder comes out. Oh! And Lin misses his showstopper. 3v3. The bomb's getting defused. KO mollies are out, but it's half. People main as Mozzie gets solo. Crash gets one as well.
Well done.
Wow.
Util
WYA
was very well. I thought it might have been a little close with their util stack to delay that bomb, but actually worked out very well. Don't know if I couldn't remember if Breach used his aftershock early, but nade into rockets and then possibly into an aftershock there. Just that bomb's almost impossible to defuse, even though it's not even planted really for anyone stuck behind that box in that corner. But very well done by WYA to make sure that very frantic retake got shut down early. And
Rash has been doing so good recently too.
Slow again. Bait some util towards A. Walk up towards B. Pulling rotates already. Orangers is already at the halfway point in spawn. Decides to come back a little bit, but so is WYA starting to walk back towards A. Breaking that drone might keep the Brim, but looks like Brim's... Oh. He's just decided to walk back. But that site's open. If they get sight, good post-plant positions. Honestly, I don't hate this. Fighting into sand, taking some early space. Need to make sure they're aware of drop zone.
There we go, Scott getting two already, putting it into a 3v5 for SLR. What are they gonna do? The bomb's getting down, and don't even have Orangers on a flank.
Yeah, and it looks like waiting for teammates to get in positions, throw util for this retake. You have salvos, knife, a couple flashes. You have that KO ult. You're going to use it this round, I'd imagine. Here it comes.
He's out, Orangers running in. They need to get some kind of kill. Equalizes 3v5 and Orangers gets it.
Big stun.
Mozzie on the flank!
Attackers win.
And that's it. It's map 1.
13-8, map 1, WYA coming out on top and making bigger adjustments, I think. Like, they were very stuck in their ways, especially on the attack side, which is what I think Fracture's built around. WYA made the adjustments into, hey, we had fast hits, and then they started slowing down and really putting the, oh, where are they going? Because we don't have a whole lot of info because we didn't fight for main a lot. But when they went fast, they were just up and in. So I think WYA did very well with maintaining their aggression, especially when it mattered. Taking sands, coming out main fast. They did very well in that.
I completely agree. Overall, SLR was looking pretty bad there. This isn't looking good for them. But besides that, you want to go ahead and head to break?
Yeah, I'll take it to break and look forward to match 2. Welcome back, Underpeelers, from your break, our break, their break. And we're going to have a discussion, I think, because I think we both agree. WYA just played the map so much better. They had better setups. They adjusted better. I think they have the momentum, personally.
Of course, winning your first map's always going to give you that momentum, but the big thing that I think was SLR's biggest mistake was letting WYA retake for all of their attack half. They were down 8-4 on attack. You almost never see SLR down on attack.
Yeah, it comes down to macro versus their macro games. SLR was very rarely in power positions, especially on their attack side. They never got into power positions on their retakes, and very often you're in similar personnel matchups, 5v5s, 4v4s, 3v3s, which with the util that WYA had and where they got their people, you just can't have that. Especially with like not having the breach for the stuns. I think Fracture almost needs breach for stunning mains, stunning runouts, just separating players. And WYA won the macro game, just hands down.
Now, one thing I would like to say about WYA is a lot of the attack half was not played very well. The biggest part was they kept running 5 main, and as you know, they really did not do well when they did that.
Yeah, and I think the biggest thing I saw was a really big negative from both teams, kind of the feed into that. SLR looked very coordinated, but they always had players in awkward spots. Your KO's flanking main, especially on their CT side. You have full util on him, and he's main. There's no flashes for sight. There's nothing to get out of the smokes without just fighting through them. And then, like you were saying with WYA, good macro, but some of their timings are off in the sense of Ray's coming out of a smoke early with no backup, or everyone's in one spot. Just a couple adjustments from SLR, and those rounds could have got shut down hard.
Yeah, I agree with that. And, speaking of Rays, on the defense half, Grash wasn't doing amazing on Rays. But when the attack half came out, 100% came out to be the MVP for WYA, in my opinion.
And to follow up on Rays in general, though, we're going into Split. And let's see the ages for Split and see if both sides are going with that Rays. And look at that. Rays on both sides. Double Omen. There's a Viper on SLR, which, you're either double controller, double Ordish, or double duelist. It's just the meta now. Reach, Teho on the side of WYA, which they've shown to use to good value. But then you have the Viper, Omen, which just standard split comp. I think this is going to be a battle of who can either break through the util or who collapses to the util.
I actually think the Chamber pick coming out is a bit interesting because you normally don't see Chamber unless it's a super aggressive team comp. And when you look at this team comp, Omen, Breach, Raze, all super aggressive agents. AO, a great combination with more aggressive playstyles. And then finally, to top it off, you have.
Yeah, and honestly, I think if we're ready for it, let's get into this map and see what these teams have to show for us from a very standard comp and the new meta comp of that Teo Breach.
You think coming into this map, you're going to see a lot more mid pressure because some teams don't like it very much. And I think that's a bit of a mistake. So, do you think that you're going to see people on defense pushing mid?
On the Breach Teo on WYA, yes. I think you will see some aggression in the mid. either down it or up. I feel like if there's going to be mid pressure from SLR, it's either going to be fast paced with some sort of flash satchel combo, or you'll see late mid pressure with some sort of lurk or walk up to, because there's not really a Cypher trip to break, right? A lot of teams do like to throw that hard to break, not unbreakable, but hard to break trip in mid. With that Viper, though, it's so much easier to hold mid on a CT side. So we might see maybe a little less aggression early, but I feel like from both sides, you will see a lot of like mid-round mid pressure. Pressure one of the lanes, either B or A, probably A more so with the Raze. You can get satchels up ramp with a flash or stun, and then you kind of either leave them there, or you then start working your mid players up after that aggression has happened and try to crunch in.
And here's the game. Starting out. WYA back.
Oh, hey, look. There's a trip. It's going mid. I like this trip, but at the same time, I have some reservations on it because you can easily, with the Viper, watch mid. If SLR constantly commit that trip mid, I feel like it's a waste of a perfectly good trip when you can just hold mid with Viper Molly, Viper Orb, and another player.
Zolo saving his second trip?
I think so. Only one. Maybe they're saving it to throw it late mid again. Real fast up here.
Here's the mid pressure coming out. That trip already gets a trade, but wow, Zolo gets blasted through. Oh, and now mid. And Sinan gets it off. Now it's going to be a 3v3 retake for SLR. All of them coming.
Look, Crash is already up spawn. This could be.
Oh,
yeah.
And he gets his third. Going for the ace. He's pushing for it, but no.
Last player standing.
Sinan gets flashed out. 2v1, but that's low on HP.
Looking for, trying to separate them out a little bit, but looks like the two players are dead set on playing together. Got a little bit ahead of a teammate there, but those are managing to close the round out.
That was a great bait.
Yeah, honestly, like, had no idea. Thought they were playing main with the plant set up, and looked away from where they were swinging from. Very well done. That's that, and we saw why I have some reservations on that mid trip. If you go fast enough, it's just a non-factor. They just run through it. Viper had no molly, trying to pistol round, but still, I think even if it was a trip, it looks like we're gonna get some really early mid aggression here, and it's gonna be a brawl. Almost all 5 players, 2 dying to molly.
More like a slaughter. Yeah, I would not call that one a brawl.
Almost. It was almost a brawl.
Plus he got 2.
Yeah, well, hey,
mollies.
This reach stun tail, my savior within the game, that makes it more ability focused.
Yeah, it's one of the most ridiculous combos I've ever seen in this game, and pays dividends when you have a team that can do it.
Oh, for sure. That was beautiful. Granted, it also helps when SLR just all run down mid. It looks like a standard split here. Oh.
Oh no.
Wrapping. Oh, there's a clear spot. Safe. That means heaven control is IWA or WYAs and putting one player on site to hold back this flood of players.
Oh no, Orangers! It's a 3v4 and WYA's on their eco. Getting bomb down, but it's gonna be planted safe.
Spike planted.
Fast and aggressive with this Teo breach, just denying any sort of ability to fight up. We're gonna triple walk down ramp here, but I think you need to leave one heaven. Kind of split their focuses a little bit, but not a whole lot of utility using. There's rockets thrown in the wrong direction, but hey, at least you know spawn's clear for now. Big blind from Omen getting one.
Oh, the crash with the gun getting one. Solo distracting, but is it enough for a muck to get anyone?
Oh, time's low.
Saving.
Huge telly, but not even able to get the rifle out.
Wow. Well, there it goes. WYA. 3-0. Wow, that A hit was so strong.
Very, very well executed too, cutting off any sort of rotates through vents. And we are going into our clear comms round for WYA.
Badger, buy a real gun. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I thought it was fun.
You guys know what we're doing. Come on now. Boom, boom, boom.
You smell that panic.
I played these games.
I can smell their
these
panic.
games before.
All missiles away. Ammunition. Don't go now.
One Cypher on set.
I can flash. I'm not flashing.
You can walk out.
Stairs. In heaven.
Ran out.
Graduation.
In heaven.
Last
Alright,
player
we're-
standing.
Nice.
Down.
One spawn. One on none. Make it. Viper was done.
I have the spike. One enemy remaining. Free for me.
Has to be flanker or tower.
Easier, he wins. It's whatever.
All good.
30 seconds left.
Play elbow.
Yep.
Spike
That's exactly what I
planted.
was gonna do.
He has timing to go heaven now.
I'm actually just gonna sit tight.
Okay. Man. You're the goat, Crash.
You are my goat. You're the goat.
Good work, good work. One off Razel, okay?
Huh? Oh, them.
Yeah,
Come on,
I have
Brazil.
Holy. Wow.
What a roller coaster of a round.
I love the energy. They're all happy. But a little too fast and loose. I think they messed up on a couple of their util sets. They weren't really like super focused, especially in main, getting too big for a moment. And those are just managing to close out a round that was almost thrown away. That's up mid again.
Wow. Oh, look at this. Muck not even ready for it. Seen in
Solo was on his
and
cam.
also getting out. 10 HP. It's a 3v3 all of a sudden. Oh, it's a 2v3. Wow.
3v1. Wait, Horgers finds one as well.
Still slaughter.
I
mean,
I like the fact they're taking the mid space early, which they're doing very well. It's kind of like that mid round stuff though, where they get the space and then they kind of lose focus on where people could be, because Seaton walked out to get those trades, and then Orangers pushed all the way out at main to get that trade. Looks like we're gonna get a kill here, but not even ready for it. It makes me a little concerned. Yeah, it makes me a little concerned. If YWA doesn't clean up their mid round, this could easily start rolling back in the way of SLR.
Yeah, for both of these games, on their attack sides, WYA has been completely banking on their extreme aggression to win them rounds, but SLR can figure them out, stop that extreme aggression. They're going to be able to win this half quite easily.
Adaptation's name of the game, baby. And if they can't adapt, or if the other team adapts better, fast again, already in that Viper's orb, and pressuring that fence space. Seaton goes big though.
Oh, but gets traded. Didn't run away when he had the chance, and now paying for it. 4v4.
Couple big ults here on the board, at least on the side of the attack. And...
Oh. Muck though. Getting two.
down B.
All of a sudden, it's hopeless for WYA. So I can get this kill on the Wow.
Remaining.
Hey,
Okay.
got yours. Don't worry about it.
Oh yeah, and there it goes.
Yeah, it's that mid round that's really catching WYA. Getting caught in heaven, they're not able to finish their way out to the B site. I'm not sure if you start. Actually, no. I think you send 3 up mid. You need a second player B main to really pressure that Omen on site because I think Amok's just too free on site to run amok. Ha ha ha.
Yeah, they clearly don't have the prep, I think. Really. You can see how SLR has changed their setup a bit. While WYA is just doing the same thing, pushing 5 every time. 5 B main is just what you want to do here. Wow. Okay. Never mind. This is the play.
Wait.
Seeding gets 1.
They have 1 out held up.
Now Armageddon coming out, Seeding getting traded. And it's a 3v3 somehow.
Plants just now coming down. Here comes that ult from Raze.
Oh,
Insta-trade though. Going big on for 4. A transfer from Orangers.
Oh my gosh. Orangers. Absolutely incredible player.
Well done on those shots.
Now there's some
SLR 3 for 4 now. 3 for 3 in the past 3 rounds.
Yeah, and that momentum switch on winning that 5th round. Honestly, I think it happened in the 4th. This momentum started changing when that eco almost won a round that should have honestly been quite unlosable, but here comes that
testament.
switch. Yeah.
Testament to how well SLR can already switch things up, change. And once again, WA is just gonna hit B. I mean, it works, and the hit itself worked, so come on.
Yeah.
There you go.
There's 1. There's your entry.
1.
But
nope, he's getting traded. Now with the smokes. Hot getting 1 in
player standing.
Oh.
Lynn with one of the worst whiffs I've ever seen in my life. Putting Orangers in a 1v3 here.
Can't do that. No. Come on.
They've got a triple high-low here?
Ah, but it is Orangers. If anyone can do it.
Not winnable. Yeah. That was not happening.
But Orangers.
Maybe if he had a showstopper.
Honestly, I didn't see, but maybe a flash. Pop a flash
Maybe
there.
so.
If nobody turned that, there's a chance. But honestly, it looked like WYA fixed a little bit of their spacing, which allowed them to actually get the trades they needed to win out that flood. And they're doing it again. Hey, it's time to go fast A, guys. Let's go.
Hey, well, Orangers is the only one here. And he's getting obliterated and crashes at 1 HP. That was something else. Hey, once again, you have SLR and a 4v5 retake.
I like this. Look where Chamber is. Chamber is the insurance for this round, for this retake. And walk Heaven late or just hold the flood for main.
Balloon gets 1 with the op. Now it's a 4v4.
Big blind.
Paranoia comes out. And the rolling thunder isn't in time. Crash! Oh my gosh!
The aftershock goes big.
Wow. Now Lynn, or Hopper, really looking to just save this round.
Yeah. There's no rifle to pick up. You're stuck alone in heaven with an op. Is this really doable? No, it isn't. Get out of there. Run away. Save your money.
Save your op. I mean,
it's money either way, right? They spend
but
money.
if you can run into the op, I mean, they can't afford an op this next round since they lost it.
Yeah. Scott has an inkling, but not gonna get fully out here. Oh, what? Why are we peeking?
Why are we not hitting that shot?
Nerves? Worried about losing the op, I guess?
Wow.
And down to an eco we go with no large elo stick to support.
Every round that SLR doesn't get here is it's looking bad because they're down. They're the Titans here. They're the people you're expected to win, but nerves are getting to them.
Yeah. Look, we finally slowed it down. Tons of fast rounds, and then we slow it down on their eco. Get the free pick towards A. Olsen rotates. Now we go through mid. See what's going on. Who did we pull? Where are they? That should be a call for 2 towards B. Honestly, regroup back through sewers. Go A. Cypher and Sky seen towards B. There was only one A walked up, and that's their Viper, so that's a lot of delay. Just gotta make sure our spacing's good. If we have bad spacing here, we'll see a repeat of round 4. Contact's coming up.
Oh, and look at that. Orangers was able to get onto site.
Yeah. That could actually be huge here.
Oh, and it looks like it is. What are you? Oh my gosh.
Oh,
One enemy
no.
remaining.
BB2 all of a
It's
sudden.
happening again.
Okay, take a break, guys.
No.
Weapon here.
At this point, I think we're watching a ranked match. WYA is just 5-stack pushing. That was the first default I've seen from them, and that was on their.
And it was good until their execute happened. They got their spacing was bad, and then everyone got blinded in hell except for Grash, and Grash lost the gunfight on site, which needed to be won.
Yep.
And we're just hitting A again.
Well, what do you know?
Pick a lane, go to it, simulator. That's all we're here for.
Orangers already got the early pick.
And I don't see WY slowing down. They're just gonna go. Oh, they actually do slow down. I'm surprised. I expected like a flash satchel play in the site there, but
Oh, once again, they do slow down, and even though it's a 4v5, they need some kind of pick heaven here. That's why they're sending 3 ramps.
this is their chance for a pick. There's the first.
And there it goes.
Oh, it's the second.
Solo doing? I mean, Mozzie, what is Mozzie doing?
Wait, Sinna's got big timing.
No.
Don't let him get away.
Sinan.
Shoot him, please.
No.
They're away. They have a sight for free.
And you get flashed by your teammate. They're gone.
Oh no. Fast Up Heaven here has a chance to disrupt something, anything.
Planted.
They need a kill early here. I don't. WYA is not going to give it to him. Oh, made it out cleanly. They don't know.
What? Where's the bomb planted at?
One enemy remaining.
Oh my god.
Where was I?
What are we watching? That was
First off,
timing the round, like the movie.
no,
Like
what is that bomb plant? What is that?
Spike defused.
it's not great.
What? No, why would you ever plant there?
But I'm just
Last
play
round in the
backside.
half.
Yeah, but I'm just watching Viper just taking every timing known to man and getting away with it.
This is one of the scrappiest games I've seen SLR.
Oh my.
WIA is kind of forcing it. I mean, with the fact that they're just full hitting, and then if they can't hit into sight, they just rotate and hit the other side.
Yeah, just go somewhere else. Hey, here's a lane. Let's go there. Oh.
It's working. They're up 5-6 on attack.
You want to play? Let's play.
I feel like if you're WYA, you're not upset at a 6-6 half, especially against SLR. Looks like we're slowing it down again, but here comes the pop. Utils everywhere. Right in the
Luck, no. Crash getting him in. There we go. Boom.
Hello.
Coming out.
Oh no.
Little, are we serious? Lynn getting Crash? What's coming out?
That doesn't even get the ult.
What is happening?
Player standing.
Orangers in a 1v3. Flashes out. Still has basically full kit minus 1 flash. Could do this very well, but watching him up. Oh.
Switching sides.
I don't know. That was a half.
Well, WYA's up 5-7. I mean,
we take
being
those.
up on attack, on defense, start of defense 5-7. This is good. And
Especially-
SLR's got to be sweating.
Yeah, especially against the comp that's probably better on your defense side with Viper. Just
I
being
think
able
you'd be
to stall out
surprised,
pushes,
actually.
but
You know, with this Viper lurk wall, anything can go really, as long as you can find these good timings that Sinan is known to do.
Sinan has Spike alone. That's my concern here.
You never know how it can go once again.
Yeah. I mean, with the time Sinan took that one round, anything can happen here. Some early mid pressure here with the one smoke, but that's a breach and a chamber.
Oh, and Scott, all the way down to low HP is a muck. Kills Badger. They're just pushed right into B heaven almost.
I feel like this is
Ready to
ending
pop.
A just because Spike's still pushing.
Oh, but Scott, able to get one before he dies. And then Orger's getting two. Lin and Crash in a Raise duel. Trying to find something to see. Lurk with Crash! With the bomb!
Down A. One enemy remaining.
They can't keep it.
Shopping right click. Love to see it.
Yeah, Gozer right there into a 1v3, and all of a sudden,
Spike planted.
SLR is looking good.
Hear me out. Crash right clicks that grenade instead of throwing it into vents. Like,
100%.
am I cooking there or no?
Well, to be fair, WYA had good timing.
Yeah. I mean, 25 shield, we'll have shield. There's a 1v1 on site. Trading
The
blinds.
Omen blinds are traded.
Nobody on site can see anyone. One way comes in. And should be... Yeah,
There we go.
okay. Honestly, not a bad play from SLR for how they fought up mid there. I wasn't happy with the fact there was no util thrown from WYA. No flash, no stun in the mid there for that chamber peak.
Yeah, this is where you see the stark difference between the two teams, right? See how SLR has got those coordinated mid pushes? They've got these coordinated mid holds. And surprisingly, they lost the half, but just from that one push, you can already see the difference between the amount of prep that each team has.
Yeah, and looks like another really slow contacty type round from SLR. Looking for some sort of pick, but you do have a little bit of a trap play up towards a ramp there with that breach jiggling. Trying to get some info. Waiting for that raise. They might not even go ramp. They might just say, we are just going site. Honestly, I would not hate here. Comes breach baiting the light.
Bait! Bait! What?
2,
Uncool.
3.
Oh, cool!
Spike down
Bucky
A.
is a gun. Fear it.
Oh, but Lin!
One enemy remaining.
What?
Manages. Oh,
Wow.
holy.
Take their guns. Feet.
He's absolutely...
Just go main. Just push main. You cleared all of it. No one's there.
Cleared everything with the drone and decided to go ramp instead. I mean, that's the most obvious blunder I've seen SLR make in a long time. They're clearly shaken up by this team WYA who can hit so fast, and just getting nervous is what they're doing.
Yeah, and looks like we're gonna keep playing slow here. Heavy contact from SLR. Oh, walk into the smoke. You won't. You know they're there. Bad timing. Gets in. Shitting here with a shorty. Gets the one and out.
There it is.
Spike down mid.
I have retrieved the spike.
What are you low? WYA's up.
Looks like we have I would say a very good setup from WYA with their A ramp hold. One watching the vents, one watching the ramp. And they can both assist each other very easily if push comes to shove. Kind of trapped in this mid-min.
Timing here, but not taking it. He's taking the ramps timing.
He's being watched too. Yep, and there's the other half of that hold. shutting down this anti-eco. And it, maybe? Okay.
Player standing.
I got worried there for a second. Noticed on site.
What is Zolo doing?
Hiding in the
What's
corner,
that?
man. Leave me alone.
I think he just wanted to get in the corner.
Hey, where's my pop?
Oh, I mean, going out of that round. Wow. SLR is... To be fair, they were expected to lose that round. They had bad guns. Now they're in a game.
I don't think we benefit from playing
Chamber is
slow.
buying.
It just never works for us.
Buying
Every
short
other
and
time
playing
we
in
do it.
here. TP back here.
Okay. Whatever you guys do, I just need to deny A main info. That's
You're
it.
gonna just like jump across B main fast.
I'll hold mid. They just stunned mid.
Bunch of greens.
Oh.
My ult's ready.
We want to just like keep walking. See what we see.
There's nothing here.
This is crazy. Nice.
Damn, smoking your
Walking
heaven.
on this. Oh, that's not better.
Play on site together right now.
Find a default. By the way, you'll have to do.
I'm going
it
late
faster
mid.
than normal. There's a.
Two out.
Last player
Killer,
standing.
killer. Wait, fight them with me. Oh, never mind.
Good job.
Hey, I got 2 kills that round.
Let's
Good
go.
job. Good job, dude.
Next round, 2 more, I believe.
We're good at our jobs. However, that contacty playstyle finally manages to find purchase on the B side of all places, just walking out and getting a free entry from Cypher, just casually strolling out on site.
No, absolutely, but now WYA is out with an op on Scott.
Yeah, it looks like they're doing the same thing that worked last time. Slow walk up B. Viper's gonna sit towards A. That's a wide jump peak, but getting the info that there are players in B main is about to pop into a wall on site.
Oh, is Scott able to get one with the op here? No, he's not. Those are getting shoved out of sight as Mozzie gets traded too. Crouch comes out and gets traded as well. It's a 2v3 for WYA.
He just walked out Rafter getting one.
Wow. And
There's
Scott
the
gets
op.
one with his op. With the long flank, are they aware?
They gotta
Seem
be,
to be heavy.
right? Not with the team, has always started A
Oh,
main.
no, Sin is going heaven. They've gotta know, right?
Last player
Should-
standing.
First contact
Wow.
there. Here's the drop. Nice shot from Scott with that operator. Getting a 2 on the round and honestly making a big difference for how that round ended out.
Yeah, the difference between 7-10 and 8-9 is huge. The lead that WA has gotten from that round, from that retake, was kind of devastating for SLR.
Yeah. The commitment to the op purchase and not losing it. Giving that chance for the economy to actually start booming to where if you lose the op, you can buy it again. And it looks like they're going to set that op on that B main walk. This could be easily a free kill and a 5v4 for WYA.
No.
Didn't connect. Dog's going to push anybody else off the angle, but looks like it's just a lot of noise here towards B main as Spike's towards A and starting to walk up now.
And Grash has started to leave. Oh, but he's jiggled again. Oh, and he found the timing.
Down A.
Oh, but Seated with an insane shot! Too bad he dies to the nade. Now look at that.
Going 1 for 2 on yourself and dying to the last person you kill, I'd take it. Like, why not? You can't be upset at that, especially as now Spike's down. They have to recover Spike. And you could just play back and play retake.
Oh no! Lin made noise!
That's going to
It's gonna be
delay
Vince
anymore.
now.
Yeah, and look, Scott repositioned from watching B main walk. Now he's watching that heaven walk.
It's so over if Lin walks into this.
Gonna break the trip, give even more info. We hit it.
With the ult!
We don't!
Oh! And there it goes!
Those are on site.
What are you looking at?
Gozer going big, getting 2. And now Lynn's alone. 1v3. Knows where at least 2 are. Probably doesn't know the heaven player, but should know now.
Doesn't have time.
Hey, you can get yours. Oh, not even quite getting yours.
Oh, with Gozer going crazy once again.
Actually making a round, like, it felt like SLR was fighting their way back into that after that rocket kill in B Heaven, but just Gozer just holding down sight, as Omens do on this map especially. But you gotta change something here. I think this is the change up they need. Pace change. Get up fast into their faces. Especially with those stingers from your light by here. But we're just gonna walk it. Okay, never mind.
Oh, and there. Going for Gozer and
Get him.
crash, and he dies. Right before the breach aftershock.
Yeah, stun came out and was just a little delayed, but Mozzie answering back.
I know exactly where you
Looks like we're gonna slow down a little bit. Wait for this ult to come out, and then we'll make a
And this
decision.
neural theft coming out is able to give them the information that A site's free. Now, Ozzy able to get 1, able to get 2,
Getting a
able to get a
third.
third.
Wait, no, that's 4. Wait, Mozzie's going
Ozzy's
for it.
on for an ace.
Let's go. Shutting down everything SLR tried to do that round.
Well, we got some anonymous information that there's supposed to be an ace on round 20, but I think they might have mistyped because that was round 19.
Math is hard. Thank you. However, I need that. We need that pace change. I think the contacting's just not working. They need to go fast somewhere, but they're just so dead set in this. Let's walk up. Let's take our first fight. We're all thankful. They're just getting punished for walking.
It's devastating.
Stun,
The over right
grenade.
here. Seaman,
Big rockets.
1 gets killed.
Instantly into a 4v3.
Zone is down.
For the Titans, is SLR number 1 gonna fall here? They're gonna lose 2-0 to number 13.
You know, if Lynn has anything to say about it, not this round. Trying to take space out A. Get some of that space regained. Smoke's coming in. Should start taking sight here. Slowly but surely. Slowly but surely. But Zolo's in a bad spot, especially with that op already in heaven.
Here.
Makes the cost.
There it goes, 3. Wait, is there about to be another ace by Mozzie? 2 in a row? No.
Oh, shut down by a Mug. Mug's in a
Master
really good
curse, of
spot here,
course.
but not quite able
Faded
to.
out.
Yeah.
Wow. There it goes, 2-0 for SLR. One of the biggest upsets we've seen in a long time. Number 1 falls. WYA.
Defenders win.
It has been a pleasure.
Beautifully
my
done by
friend.
WYA, honestly. Yeah, they had very simple attack game plans. This is the lane, this is where we're going. But they made it work. Especially against a team I would consider looked fairly well prepped. Had some iffy spots in some of their game plans, but WYA just said, hey, you have a game plan? Well, we're ranked. We're coming at you. You better win. And it just rolled out the way of WYA.
Yeah, it was honestly really unfortunate for SLR because they're just falling apart. It was kind of depressing to watch at times.
I don't know about you. It was a little depressing, but like some of those rounds, especially split, like the back and forth, the timings that were getting taken on some of those rounds. Oh my word! Like what was going on? Holy! But either way, I do have one question for you. MVP out of that series, who?
If it was after Fracture, I might not have had this answer, but after the insane performance on Teo with all these Molly kills. Mozzie did so good on Teo.
Yeah, I think by the end, Mozzie was going to be mine for just being able to lock down sites. Great util, especially on split, and then just overall just showed up in a big way for the team when they needed it.
Absolutely. Those mollies are devastating. No, split and fracture are both great for the agent, and it showed. It showed just how aggressive you can be and how defensive you can be, both at the same time with the agent.
Yeah, yeah. Well, congratulations to WYA on their honestly, yeah, surprisingly well executed upset. And that is all we got for you today. Make sure to join us again next week as we will be streaming more matches as we get closer and closer to the end of the season and another tournament, I think, sometime. There should be another one. Masters 2, I think. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's in April.
Yeah. So April we'll have another big tournament, but keep showing up each of these weeks because we will be streaming more and more of these matches. Yeah, there. The schedule command. Use that. I don't know. Not tech savvy. Other than that, that's all I got, unless you have something more.
No, I think that's everything. And what an upset. Honestly, SLR. We're going to see them next week. Maybe not streamed, but they better be in tip-top shape after that.
Again, thank everyone for coming out and watching our WYA versus SLR. And congrats to those who played today, and congratulations especially to those who won. I will see y'all next time. Oh, have a good night. Okay, fine.